Hi playmates, it's Claire here. You should know me by now. So today's vlog, I am going to help you out because as you may be, here in the UK it is our Easter school holidays at the moment, and as we all know it can be quite tricky having the kids at home for the school holidays. Particularly the sun is out and it's gorgeous today, but the last couple of days has been pretty miserable and it makes life really hard if you've got young children at home that you're trying to entertain. So I'm going to give you my 5 top tips for surviving the school holidays. I'm hoping they can help, or I'm hoping at least they might provide some inspiration to you because we're all in it together and we all find it difficult. So yeah, hopefully I can offer a helping hand if you need it. Okay, I've made some little notes today. I'm even put it on some fancy card as well. So I'm really up in my YouTube game, aren't I? I've also moved places as well. You may have noticed I was doing my vlogs in the main kitchen area, but it was so echoey. I noticed there's a real echo, so I'm hoping this might be a little bit better for us, so we'll have to see. All right, so how are we going to survive the school holidays? Number one, one of the best things that I do is every day I make sure we get up and out straight away in the morning. I just find by leaving the house really helps me, and I don't know if you found the same. If we're doing any sort of classes or we're visiting anywhere or even just going for a walk, going for a dog walk, we always do it first thing in the morning, and I just find that getting up, getting dressed and getting out can make a big difference. Like I said, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It could just be taking the dog for a walk round the block. It could just be walking to the bus stop and back. It could be going out to have a look at something, come back again. It could be a ride on the bus. It could be swimming. It could be anything, any sort of classes, anything like that. Just leaving the house, getting out the house for at least an hour can make a big difference. Well, if you can, depends on the dog walk and how far your little one will walk. But just getting out, getting some fresh air can make a big difference. And I don't know about you, but I found if I'm out for the morning with Mason, my little one, when we get back, he normally is full of life and he misses his toys. He walks in as in he's not seen his toys for weeks on end. I've missed my toys, and he'll sit and play, and quite often he'll play really well when we've been out all morning, and I think the fresh air is really good for them. So that's my one tip. That is something that I know lots of people find really beneficial, can really help. I know on the drizzly days it may not feel like it, but trust me, if you get wrapped up warm, you get all the appropriate clothing on, it can make such a difference, and it can make a really big difference as well to your mood and how you're feeling as well, particularly if you're tired. So the next thing I do, particularly when I've got Mason at home for the school holidays, is I'll have, particularly for our play and our activities, and maybe even for where we're going, if for days out or mornings out or anywhere, is that I have a theme for our play as well. So Mason, my little boy, is at preschool at the moment, so some days is at preschool, some days is at home with me, and we do our usual playing activities and things like that. But just to make the school holidays a little bit different, particularly when it's hard for children to understand, it can be a full block of time for them to be at home, and at the moment Easter holidays are 2 weeks, is that I find having a theme for our play or our activities can be really great and can be really beneficial. Now, my sister's just had a baby, so we've got a new baby in the family, which is really exciting, but it also means that we've got lots to talk about, we've got lots of books, and we've got some like a theme to base our activities on as well. We've just come back from visiting him, so obviously Mason's got lots of experience of being with a newborn baby, lots of talking about what they eat and what they do, and he's seen it and he's experienced it, so that is obviously going to impact our play for the rest of the week, which can be really nice actually. But having a theme, I just find that it helps, maybe just makes the play sort of pivot around something. Doesn't mean that all types of play, all of your play needs to be around a theme, but it can just make your school holidays a little bit special. And I don't know about you, it also gives me a little bit of inspiration as well. We could go to the library and get loads of books out about babies. We do have some, but quite basic, and also it could be storybooks and non-fiction books as well. We could also get dolls. You can pick up cheap dolls in second-hand shops, charity shops, places like that. We do have one doll. You could do lots of activities about taking care of the baby, how we look after them, what we could do with them, bathing the baby. All those sorts of activities could all come from just one theme. So if there's something going on in your lives, I don't know, or there's maybe something that your little one's talking about a lot, or a particular book that they really like, having some sort of theme, get your teeth around that one, having some sort of theme, I just find it makes the holidays really special and just differentiates it from the other weeks that your little one's at home with you. So I really like doing that. So maybe there's something going on, or if you're getting stuck for something that trying to find a theme or trying to find activities that go with that theme. I don't know why I couldn't say it today. Do message me and I'll see if I can help you out as well, because it's not always easy. But I can maybe try and help you think of some things that you could do with your little ones. And then I'm just gonna have a sip. You know I get super dry doing these. What I do find helpful is having some sort of visual timetable, particularly when your days have a different flow, things are cropping up, things are changing. You haven't got the same routine you maybe normally would if you're in your normal week of the children being in preschool or whatever, in your usual baby classes. I used to find in school holidays, a lot of baby classes, the timetables are different. It can really throw you, but it can also throw your little ones as well, particularly who like routine. So there are a few things that you can do. Now I don't mean this, it doesn't have to be tight and regimented, but it could just be in the morning, over breakfast, a notepad and paper, and you jotting down, it could be some very simple images or drawings, you don't have to be the best artist, of jotting down what your day is going to look like, just to prepare your little one. So it might be, right, we're going to have breakfast and then we're going to go out. Just as simple as that. You don't need to go into loads of detail, or we're going to have breakfast, we're going to get dressed and then we're going to go out. And you could just break it down that way. You don't have to do every little bit, or that could maybe become a bit consuming. But also it just helps your child to prepare, to know what's coming next, and yeah, just to know what's going on in the day, and just it helps them to visualise as well. Some children actually like it as a bit of a checklist and can tick things off. But yeah, and then you could maybe, right, we'll come back for lunch, and then this afternoon we're going to have a little bit of TV time, and then we're going to be doing some playing, that sort of thing. And like I just mentioned there, having some TV time, I do find it really helps having TV on the timetable, and then they can see where they're going to get bits of TV, because I don't know about you, school holidays, all they want to do, if given the chance, they would be sat in front of the TV or iPad. So you could actually allocate different times in the day, and then they know, okay, TV is coming now. You tell them how long they're going to be having. Maybe you could even have a timer or a sun timer or something, so they know how long 10 minutes is, or one episode. Doing it in episodes of programs can be really helpful, because they know then when it's ended that that's finished. And it can really help with turning off the TV without the tantrums. So having TV time on your timetable, and then saying, okay, and then we'll be moving on to playing or baking or whatever you fancy doing, something like that. Another thing that I want to remind you about with school holidays is not to put pressure on yourself, guys. I know it's so easy to feel like, particularly with the joys of social media, it's easy to feel that everyone out is doing all these amazing days out or amazing holidays, and you should be doing more, when actually it's not the case. And I would just want to remind you that you don't need to do that. Don't put pressure on yourselves. Do what you can do. You know, if you've had a bad night, or you're feeling tired, or maybe someone's unwell, be kind to yourself, take it steady. Okay, leaving the house every morning, it can be really beneficial, but if it's just not possible for you that day, then so be it. Don't put pressure on yourself. Have a day in, have a day at home. You know that the children absolutely will enjoy playing with their toys. And like I said, break it up with lots of different activities, things that are manageable, things that you can do. Don't be feeling bad, don't be feeling guilty, and don't compare yourself to other people and what they're doing. Do what's best for you and your children. And like I said, if that's a day at home, that's a day at home, and it's absolutely fine. I'm sure there's loads of fun things you can do while you're at home together. Okay, and then finally, why not, seeing as you've got this maybe extra bit of time with your children, try something new, try something that you've never done before. Maybe you've always been meaning to try and have a go at making your own homemade batch of Play-Doh, I don't know, which if you do, I do have a very easy Play-Doh recipe. It's somewhere on my website or on my blog post as well. You can go and find that, and you don't need to cook it, so the kids can get involved in making that. But just something that you've been meaning to try for ages. Maybe you've seen a fun experiment that you've been wanting to try with the kids, or just a fun activity you keep thinking, oh, I must try that one. Maybe try and set aside a morning or an afternoon and actually plan when you're going to do it. And it's really nice to try something new. Or, again, without putting pressure on yourself, without making yourself feel guilty if you don't get a chance to try something new, the novelty factor. The novelty of getting your kids to play somewhere a little bit different, do something a little bit different, can be brilliant, and the kids will absolutely love you for it. So like I said, moving the sofas into the middle of the, I can't get my words out today, moving the sofas together, you know, I always make a big bed and we can watch our films on the sofa bed, or letting them play behind the sofa, let them play on the bottom step of the stairs, let them play, set up their usual toys but under the dining room table, have an empty bath with no water in and put their toys in there. Just something a little bit different. It takes minimal effort. You don't need to be spending any money, but the kids will probably really enjoy it as well. And it's just something different, something that they'll remember. So I hope there are 5 easy tips that can just help you get through the school holidays. Just be kind to yourself, because at the end of the day, your kids already think you're a hero. They think you are the bee's knees. They're not comparing you to all the other parents on social media, so you shouldn't do it either. And don't forget, there are loads of free things that you can do. If you are wanting days out and some ideas of things to do with the kids, there is a blog on and I'll add the link under this video, a blog post of loads of ideas of free things that you can do with the kids without needing to spend any money, but a good way of getting out the house. All right? Okay, I'm going to finish there. So happy playing. Good luck with the school holidays, whether it's the Easter holidays, the summer holidays, the Christmas holidays. I hope it's all going okay, but be kind to yourself, because yeah, we're all in it together, guys. So I'd love you to comment below or message me. Do get in contact and join our community and let me know how you're getting on as well. All right. Thanks ever so much. Bye bye.